Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited because I finally had a chance to go thrifting with my girlfriend Kim. It's been a while. We decided to head just outside of Boston and we hit a few of my favorite thrift stores in the area. Let's head back and do a little thrifting together and then meet me back here to see what we found. So we just went into Sister Thrift. The women there could not be sweeter.
No, they're lovely.
So nice. I love them there. And my joke is I have like these cards and they stamp it every time.
Yeah, like a loyalty card.
I could probably get like $300 worth of stuff if I ever remembered my loyalty card that dates back 7 years. I have so many. Anyway, we added to the collection today. So crowded.
Yes, very crowded. Stuff on top of each. Like I was petrified to touch things that I'm gonna break something because I'm a klutz.
Yeah, and you touch all the breakables too.
I do, and I go for the breakables. So, but I did find the Fenton. So it's a lidded candle box, hand painted. It's an older one, so it's not signed. But
did you show that in the video?
I did. You got a picture of it.
Oh, okay,
and
perfect.
I got the Coach bag,
and the
which
Coach
was
bag
the Lindsay Coach bag was gorgeous.
Really nice. I love that.
Yes.
The two pairs of Spanx that I was kind of excited about at the register because they were in the $1.99. They were camo, they were leggings. They probably would have been like $25. They were like massively pulled at the register.
No.
And the girl's like, that's why they're there.
And you're like, no, thank you.
So I did get the New Balance 327s, which are my favorite. Yes. Okay, so we're going into Play-Doh's closet. A lot of the girlies are here. Youngins and trendy. We're hoping that the stuff that the 18-year-olds don't want, we can get real cheap. Sleep pants.
Those are cute. I love the bottoms.
Yeah, they're really cute. $17. They're really cute though.
Yeah.
I really like those. Those are really cute. Final season.
Yeah,
starting
that's
soon.
why, right?
Oh, I really like those. What size are they?
They're a 12, men's 12.
How much they have, Matt?
55.
So cute. Oh, those are really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, these are in really good condition.
Yeah,
too.
they are.
65. Oh, size 9. Good if we're shopping for ourselves, right? I like how they organize it according to brand. That's kind of nice. No luck.
Overpriced.
Overpriced. Some cute stuff. I mean, I like how they have it all arranged.
Yes. I feel like
it's new that they've done that by brand.
Yes.
So that's really cute. Oh, sorry. I totally have you out of the frame.
It's all good.
All right, we're going to head to Global and see what they have to offer. My old favorite, my old stomping ground, Global Thrift travel arrangement. It's the old sign.
Cute.
So cute. I think that's kind of lumpy-ish.
I think that's lumpy-ish.
That's lumpy when he's shaggy.
Yeah.
So cute, size medium. I'm gonna grab those. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought they'd be perfect for
you. Got some Le Creuset?
Yes. They're the pearl London mugs.
Very nice.
And I think I can actually either keep them but I can turn them over and definitely make
$5 each?
Yeah. Well, he's too chunky.
Let me see the back. Hold on.
Wait, look at the back.
Oh my God.
These rolls have rolls.
The rolls have rolls. We love. Before we jump into the haul, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Vendoo. Vendoo has really been working overtime for me lately. I have been away so much this spring and summer that I don't know what my business would look like if I didn't have Vendoo working for me. For those of you who don't know, Vendoo is a cross-listing service that allows you to cross-post your items to multiple platforms. One of the absolute best things I could have ever done for my business was start cross-posting everything from Poshmark to eBay. If all of my items were just being seen on Poshmark and not eBay, I just can't even imagine where my numbers would be. So I'm so grateful for Vendoo. They are truly a reseller's best friend. And it's not just Poshmark and eBay, those are my platforms, but you have Mercari, you have Etsy, Vestiaire Collective, Depop, Vinted, all of the major marketplaces they cover. They have auto sales detection and delist, which is my best friend. If an item sells on one platform, it will automatically detect it and then delist it from the other platforms. And their new sharing feature has been phenomenal. You can schedule times for it to share your entire closet. So I schedule my shares for various times throughout the day and evening, and it just automatically shares it for me. It also works for Grailed, and it also works for Depop. And aside from sharing, detecting sales, and cross-posting, it captures all of your analytics. It lets you know when your items have been listed for more than 60 days. It gives you a little clock to let you know it might be time to delist and relist items. I love that when I'm out, I can take a screenshot of something and look it up on Google Lens and see what the item is. I might be able to get a stock photo, or I might be able to figure out what a style name is, and I can create a draft right there in the thrift store. And then when I go back to do my listings, I have all sorts of information already at my fingertips, already loaded into Vendoo, ready to work for me. Vendoo also keeps track of my SKUs. I keep a record of that in Vendoo that only I see, not anybody looking at my listing. So there's a lot of operations, back of house sort of things that it helps you with. If you want to give Vendoo a try and bring your reselling business to the next level, click the link in my description. You'll save 25% off your first month of service. If you have any questions about Vendoo, let me know in the comments. Vendoo gives your reselling business that extra push so that it can be seen by the most eyes possible and give you better chances of selling your items that you work so hard to source and list. Now let's check out what we found outside of Boston. It is always so nice to have some time with my girlfriend Kim. She has been running her own business and selling hard goods for over a year now. She's over on eBay. I'll be sure to link her store in the description. We ended up going to Waltham, which is just outside of Boston. We hit 3 shops: Sister Thrift, Play-Doh's Closet, and Global Thrift. It was a really successful day. I ended up getting that cute little leather bifold wallet. I'm starting to collect some small leather goods for my second channel where I explore journaling and fountain pens and planning. I find that a lot of people in that community really love small leather goods, including myself. I've been buying Franklin Covey 3-ring binders for years now. So there are certain brands that I look for in those, like 3-ring binder, leather planning systems. And so whenever I see something that's cute, I grab it. So I did grab that. I'm kind of saving a little collection of those, and then I'm going to list them on my website, LORIBOSTONFOUND. Outside of that, I'm not positive what I got at each of the stores. Some I'm more certain than other. I'm pretty sure I got this on the $2 rack at Sister Thrift. As I explained, I was a little disappointed because the Spanx were definitely like way too pilly, so I left them behind. I just like the color of this. This is just a cute little Nike tank top in a size small. So when you see the 2 tags on here, that's when they've been at Sister Thrift for so long that they put it to the $1.99 rack. I have found some really good stuff on that rack. On this particular day, I didn't find too many things, but I love this Nike sports bra in this color. Probably sell for between $15 and $18. Nothing huge, but super easy to photograph and list. I loved that. I think this was from Global. This is a vintage Talbot's belt. It's genuine leather. It's also a size large, and it has some stretch to it, which I really liked. So it's got this woven leather, really beautiful craftsmanship. You can tell that it is vintage because it has their old logo, and it's nice and stretchy, and it's in excellent condition. This was probably just a few dollars, but I decided to take this home, probably list it for $24 to $28. And I also wanted to give a bit of an update on Global Thrift. I ended up meeting with the owner. She had watched my video of the best thrift stores in and outside of Boston that I did recently, and this used to be a place that I never used to talk about because it was like my secret spot. I knew the previous manager to the store. I mistakenly called him the owner, and he was not the owner. She just wanted to check in and kind of get me up to speed on how things were going at the shop. We had a really nice meeting. We may even do some collaborating in the future, potentially a meet and greet at the store. Cindy is the owner. She was a real sweetheart, and I talked with her after I had done all of my shopping. I knew that there was a chance that we were going to have a conversation because she had reached out on Instagram, but I went there on my own accord and had a really good shopping experience. Another thing that I really love about Global that I'm not seeing at almost any thrift stores in my area, she has a fitting room, which is so nice. There were a lot of things that I thought I loved that I tried on that I wanted to bring to Paris that didn't work out, and it was just so nice to have a space where I could try things on. I feel like fitting rooms since COVID are a thing of the past. We don't have them at Savers anymore. They're at very few Goodwills. Some of them are creeping back in a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you see more fitting rooms than not in your thrift stores, or the opposite, because I tend to see less fitting rooms available. There were a lot of things about my experience this time around that reminded me of why I liked Global so much. Sometimes change is difficult when you're used to things being a certain way, but sometimes change is necessary. But we brainstormed some ideas together, and I really appreciate the fact that Cindy even asked for my opinion. So let me show you the things that we picked up. This was an item that caught my eye. I saw that it was $24.99 at Marshall's, which, you know, something like this would usually be like a $12.99 thing at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I wasn't sure what this tag was. Assumed this meant this was like $20 or something. It wound up being, I think, $5.99. I'm not even positive. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But I remember it being much less than I thought it was going to be. And then Kim picked it up separately, and I was like, oh, I was just looking at that. When we looked it up, it appears that this is a TikTok viral purse. But what's interesting about it is I saw a lot of the prices that it was listed at pretty high, like in the $50 to $60 range, but I did not see solds that warranted that price. So I think people see TikTok viral and they list it really expensive. I don't know if it was viral in 2018 and people are still latching onto that. If you know anything about this little puffer fish, it's a really adorable bag. I will probably list it at like maybe $32 or $38. It says compare at $35, so maybe I'll list it for $38. It's adorable, it's new with tag, and I would love to see this sell, like, you know, at the $30 mark. It's really cute. This was something I picked up for myself, was going to bring it to Paris, and then last minute decided not to. It's a really beautiful silk top from Eileen Fisher. I noticed just when I came downstairs and looked under the light, there's a teeny tiny stain there on the front. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe when we steam it, we'll get that out. Maybe when we steam it, it will actually accentuate it. I'm not sure. I was thinking about keeping this. It's a little short for me. I should have had it listed immediately because it would have been so cute for the 4th of July. I absolutely love it. Hoping to get about $25 for it. It's a beautiful piece. This is a sweater that Kim found. I think it's called the Greensboro sweater, if I'm not mistaken, from Madewell. I did a little research before I filmed this haul. We actually just got back from Paris, so I went thrifting with Kim, and then it was like the home invasion. All the kids came home, all 3 of them, plus Anthony's girlfriend. We had a beautiful wedding for friends. Then we left for Europe the next day. So I'm just getting home and processing these. This is a really cute sweater. It's in great condition. I love that it's kind of like a summer vibe sweater too. This is the back of it. I can totally picture this slouchy on the beach in Cape Cod after like being in the sun all day, and then you go home and you shower. That's the vibe that this gave to me. I want to say sweaters were $6.99, but I'm really not sure. I'm not as in tune with what the prices are now. This I thought was beautiful. So I think they charged me for a dress for this, which it is a dress, but it is missing the liner for this. So the price on this, from whatever shop it was from, said $210. The brand is Arata Silent Journey. Can you see that? It's really beautiful, but obviously I'm not going to be able to get what it would be worth with the dress underneath it. But some people were just wearing this very bohemian-like with like a pair of jeans and a ribbed tank top, and then they would have this open. It's so gorgeous. I mean, look at the detail. Look at the embroidery on that. And then these beautiful detailed buttons down the front. It's new with tag. It's gorgeous. It's an extra small, and I'm hoping to get about 60 for this. I still have to do a little bit more research, so my prices are subject to change. Kim found these, and I think they are so cute. They are Lily Pulitzer pajamas, and they have little dogs all over them, and immediately in the video I was like, is Lumpy in there? These are a size medium. I was really impressed with some of the comps on the Lily Pulitzer pajamas. $40, $50. I think I saw some as low as like 32 and as high as 100. I'm sure they were new with tag, but I was like, for pajamas, maybe they don't sell these anymore. I don't know. They're really adorable. I mean, the top looks big for medium, but the bottoms don't look big for a medium. Oh, the bottoms are a small. Ooh, we may have to list these separate. We're gonna have to, because medium top and small bottom. Huh, okay, well, still love them, but they're gonna be sold separately. This, I can't remember if I got this Sundance piece at Sister Thrift or at Global. Look at the sleeves on this though, so pretty. I really like to pick up Sundance for the right price. This is just a beautiful lace top. It almost has like the Swiss dots on part of it, you can see. This is a petite small, but I would say this definitely runs a little on the bigger side. This is a generous cut. I think this would fit easily a size medium. This I picked up at Global. I was surprised that this wasn't marked up. I think sweatshirts are like $8 or $10 for sweatshirts. I'm not positive. When I first saw this, I assumed because it wasn't like in a special area or didn't have a tag where it was marked up, I thought that maybe it was going to have like a company logo on it, because usually those are the ones that you can get cheaper. This is a classic Better sweater in a size large. Prices are all over the place on Better sweaters. They can go as low as like $25. You can get as much as $60 for them. And I'm a little partial to Better sweaters because Jay loves them, and Jay spends not much money on anything for himself. But when we were up in Maine around his birthday, it was in the fall, we were going up for Parents Weekend to go visit Rocco. We stopped in Freeport at the LL Bean store area. Across from LL Bean there was a Patagonia, and we went in and they had some of these Better sweaters on sale, but he wanted like the classic like navy blue, gray, and they were very expensive. I think we spent over $300 on 2 Better sweaters new with tag, and it pained me, but at the same time Jay wants nothing. So when he wanted the nice one in his size and the color he wanted, I was like, all right, I'll put the discount colors back. We'll get you what you want. So these are very expensive, even though they don't necessarily always sell for what you would think they would. There was a time that they did. I'm sorry, I'm very chatty. I'm highly caffeinated. Okay, this was a major score. We definitely have to do some de-pilling. Tina is the master of bringing pieces like this back to life. Actually, that goes for Better sweaters too. If you ever see a Better sweater that is like pilled to hell, don't even worry about it, because the sweater shaver cleans that up so nicely. I think that I have revived so many Better sweaters from Patagonia through the years. They can be deceiving. So I think that this, again, similar to a Better sweater, I think it's that same fleecy fabric, so it will be easy to sweater shave. If it's like a sweater that has like a loose weave on it, sometimes I worry about sweater shaving because it can pull, but on a fleece piece, comes out so beautiful. So I think this is called the Heidi kimono from Anthropologie. Look it up, it's crazy. So many listings between like $110 and $160, and solds are actually really promising too. I'm thinking that we should get around $75 to $80 for this. We probably paid around $10. This is a size small from Anthropologie. It is anything but small. It's meant to be worn big. It caught my eye right away because I think the use of color and the pattern was just beautiful. Definitely a fall piece, but you know that in 1 month, everybody's gonna be talking about back to school. If the bathing suits aren't listed now, we're gonna blink and it's gonna be back to school. So this will definitely be a piece that takes some time to make it look beautiful, but I also think it's a piece that's worth it. If this was in this condition and then it was gonna sell for $15, there's no way I would have brought this home with me, but because it had such incredible comps, I was willing to put the work in. Excited to show it to Tina tomorrow because I think it will look so gorgeous when she's done with it. So here's the before. We should show a little before and after. This is something I was really excited about. I didn't even have to look at the brand. I saw this and I was like, Aviator Nation, awesome. Aviator Nation information has a really big tag though, so they're very easy to identify. Sometimes they have like AV on the sleeve. They have this signature rainbow pattern on a lot of their pieces. So I was really excited about this too. I love a nice hoodie. This is made in California. It's a size large. Pretty cute, right? Okay, arguably the best pickup, not arguably, this was the best pickup, in my opinion. I was telling Kim about my love of my Jenny Kane sweater. Jay bought me a Jenny Kane sweater when we were out in California, like from the Jenny Kane store. I still have actual anxiety about it. It was nothing I've ever spent on a sweater before. They were having their 20% off sale. I feel so grateful. It's a beautiful, beautiful cardigan sweater. It's their classic, like a tan color. Oh my God, I love it so much. But it sent me on a bit of a rabbit hole, which I'm not gonna get into too much today. As I've been talking about in some of my recent videos, I'm going to start doing a lot with price comparisons, like high-end, middle of the road, budget, and thrifted, and trying to pick a brand or a style from a brand and finding it at all those different price points. And Jenny Kane is going to be one of the first ones I do, because I actually bought the very expensive Jenny Kane, and then I found one on a thrifted website, and then Kim found this at the thrift store. So I have the three points I'm looking at, but I also want to compare it to Quince. So I'm going to have 4 different price points, 3 on brand, 1 off brand, and just talk about my experience with all of them. Let me know if that's of interest to you, or if that's too niche, or if you appreciate a good deep dive and the variety of price points for similar products. While I was meeting with Cindy, Kim was out on the floor, and she knows how much I've been like kind of obsessing over Jenny Kane sweaters. And I came out and she just looked like, you know, when she is on a mission to find something. I've never seen anybody like Kim. She has tunnel vision. She looks for the labels. She is so dedicated. I am very grateful because she found me this Jenny Kane sweater. I absolutely love it. This is typically $195. Jenny Kane does run big, but I would say that this particular sweater runs more true to size. But I think if you were an extra large, you could wear this also. This is a wool blend. The Jenny Kane label is kind of hard to see sometimes because it's black on black, but it's one of those things, if you know, you know. And then this has the dry cleaning tag on it, which always is like, you know, somebody took good care of it. I was concerned there might be holes because this is wool. There is a teeny tiny stain on the front. I'm not selling this. I am keeping this. It's right here. There, I don't even know if it's going to show up, and I haven't even tried to stain treat that. It's so tiny that if I wore it, I don't even think anybody would notice. Thank you, Kim. I love you so much for finding this for me. This was the find of the day, personally. You know, these other pieces we found were pretty great too. Also that day, because I was trying some stuff on, Kim found me another thing that I don't even have down here. Another pair of the Zara marine pants. You're probably sick of me talking about them. The ones that she found for me were 1 size larger than what I've been wearing lately, but they are that like tannish bone color, and they are so cute. And I tried them on with this. It was such a perk to be able to try things on. This is a Banana Republic 100% cashmere sweater. I just can't say enough about cashmere and how much it's like the best thing to find at the thrift store. When I first saw it, I thought that it might be men's, but the sleeves are not long. Like, this is not a men's sweater. It's just that oversized like boyfriend feel, you know? And I love the little pocket here. It's so comfortable. I did bring this with me to Europe, and I wore this in Amsterdam because it was really cold and windy at night in Amsterdam. Picked up 2 beautiful sweaters for myself this day when we were out, thanks to Kim and thanks to Global, because they had some really beautiful selection. We didn't find anything at Play-Doh's Closet. You saw the Hoka sneakers, and the Nikes were really cool. They had great stuff. It's just, there's no room to flip it. I'm sure there were pieces, but I think you really have to look and have a coupon. They often send coupons. I think if you time it right, you can do really well at a place like Play-Doh's, but generally speaking for me, it's not worth the time to go through and find stuff, at least at this location for me. I know there are Play-Doh's that have like these 90% off sales. I've never seen that at this one in Waltham. Let me know if you know of some great sales that they run, but I've never really experienced a huge sale. They did have a sale rack, and I did love those lounge pants. They were $17. Would have bought those for myself, but I didn't need them, so I left them behind. 2 more things that we got. I got this hat at Global, and I've put it through the wash twice. I'm a sucker for a Patagonia trucker hat. I just think they're so cute, but if you look at it closely, it looks like part of it is wet and part is dry. So it must have been like bleached or something. It actually has lightened up a bit. I think this is really cute. I still think I will be able to sell it. I don't know if Rocco is going to claim it or Angelina. I love the colors on this. I mean, I'd probably get about $18 for it. I think it's cute enough to keep. You can see it more on the visor part right here, but this was $2.99, so totally worth it. I don't know if this was at Global or Sister Thrift, but this is a bra from Title IX. Title IX is an online athletic shop that tends to do well for me. Like my Title IX stuff always sells. I don't think they ever got as big as like Athleta or Lululemon's. I just don't think that the market has been flooded with their stuff secondhand. For that reason, I think it's almost held its value a little bit more. It's a little more niche than Athleta, but it does really well. This is a bra, it's a 34 double D. I probably paid under $4 for this. So we're gonna see what we can get for this. What's really nice is it has underwire. You can look at the tag sometime on bras and you can see a bra that's been worn, like you can't even see the numbers on it anymore. This one looks like it's never been washed. It's in excellent condition, so I'm not sure what I'll get for that. Let me know what you would price this at. We had the best time. We are definitely going back to the bins. I'm gearing up for it. I feel bad when I'm standing now because nobody gets any lumpy footage, but he's been at my feet this whole time. Oh, here he is. There he is. Say hi to everybody. That's all for today. Be sure to like and subscribe if you had a good time and you want to see more from Lumpy and I. And thanks again to Vendoo for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description to check them out. You'll save 25% off your first month of service. Thanks guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful 4th of July holiday. I love you and I will see you in the next video. Say bye, Lumpford. Say bye. Bye, everybody.